Everyone will give it a few more minutes and we'll get started in about 2 to 3 more minutes, okay? And everyone should have received the questions yesterday evening, so feel free to have those in front of you. I'm not going off script in any way. It's just you're not going to know what question I will ask you until I ask you. But the list should have been sent to you, or it was sent to you all last night. All right, we'll go ahead and get started since we have both of the candidates for Black Honors College here already. We'll start with you two. Before we get into the questions, I will kind of go over the overview of what the forums will look like, the format of it. So there is a time for each of the questions that'll be asked, both the general question and the positional question, as well as your opening and closing statements. Should we have more members of the campus community join us, they're welcome to ask questions too. However, the minute they ask one candidate a question, that same question will be asked of the other candidate, just to keep the playing field level. 1 minute for those questions that are asked by any members of the audience. You all can't ask any questions. We'll be the moderators, so we'll make sure that we are asking you the questions. And then following our forums, if anything that was said was inaccurate or not factual, we'll post that on our website to correct any of those statements. But we'll go ahead and get started with our opening statement. So you do have 2 minutes for opening statements. Dua will be timing you all. She'll be dropping in the chat when you have about 30 seconds left. So if you can, keep an eye out on the chat as well. And then Dua, if anything, holds up your hands as well. So 30, 30, 20, 10, and then 5. So keep an eye out on that. We are recording these, so they will be posted on our website in the next couple of days. And any questions before we get started? No? Okay, cool. At any point, if you need me to repeat the question, let me know. I'll slow down. I'll also try to drop it in the chat if possible. But you have them in front of you, hopefully. If not, just ask me again and I'll repeat it. So Daniela, we'll go ahead and get started with you. You have 2 minutes for your opening statement. And the minute you start talking, Jewel will click the timer and your time will start.
Okay, well then I'll go ahead. Good morning, everyone. My name is Daniela Pierre, and I am honored to run for Black Honors College Director here at California State University, Sacramento. I am a dedicated student leader. I'm a double major, so I understand the discipline, balance, and determination it takes to pursue excellence while staying rooted in community. My leadership journey has prepared me for this role. I served as my high school's Black Student Union president, and as president, I implemented initiatives that coordinated impactful campus events that strengthened unity and visibility. I also was a peer advocate, and through this role, I supported students through complex academic systems, ensuring their voices were heard. I was a mock trial debate club pretrial attorney. Through that, I developed strong research, public speaking, and organization skills that allowed me to think critically and lead with clarity across every role. I have prioritized structure, communication, and accountability. As director, my goal is to make the Black Honors College more organized, more connected, and more powerful in its presence. I want to streamline communication, improve program coordination, and ensure that our scholars feel supported academically and socially. Most importantly, I want to uplift and highlight our purpose, to showcase Black excellence not quietly but boldly. The Black Honors College should be a space where brilliance is celebrated, leadership is cultivated, and every member feels seen and in community. I am committed to leading with empathy, energy, and excellence to help achieve that goal. Together, we will honor our legacy and elevate our impact. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Ema, take it away. 2 minutes for you as well.
Okay, thank you, Javier. Hello, everyone. My name is Imabasi Etokudo, and I am also honored to be running for the position of the director for the Black Honors College for the upcoming academic year. I spent the last academic year working on the Joint Council along the current ASI director, and I was privileged to see a lot of things on the ground level, connecting with students more directly. I would say that as a student myself, I have like my own concerns, my own visions, my the way that I see things. But being in the Joint Council really helped me to see other kinds of views as well, gaps and things that I believe that um, need a kind of implementation, most of which we started this year with the current ASI director. But I'm running for this position right now because I would like to take that a step further into implementation as director. And I'm sure during the call we'll be able to talk more in depth about those various things. And for myself, I'm a major in electrical and electronics engineering departments. I also work as a student assistant with the Center for African Peace and Conflict Resolution on campus right now. In the Hornet Leadership Program with ECS. I'm the vice president for the International Life Organization. And I'm also involved with a lot of other campuses, a lot of other organizations on campus. I'm just hoping that if being elected as director with this academic year, my goal is community. My goal is to be able to reach out to students and bring into implementation those things that the students really want. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Ema. All right, Taisha, we'll go to you for your opening statement. And then when we go into general questions, I'll give you the heads up right now. Your general question will be different from BHC. So when I ask them theirs, don't think that's going to be the same one. You will get a different one. So we'll start with your opening statement, and then we'll go into general questions after that.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Taisha Riley. I am running for the Director of Education. It's great to meet you all. I'm a Sacramento State Black Honors student, and I'm a leadership minor. I formerly worked on ASB at American River College, so I have experience serving on student government. I worked as the Activities Committee Chair at American River College, and my work is rooted in student advocacy. It's really rooted in civic engagement and making sure that policy reflects the real experience that students are actually having. So I'm running because student leadership should always leave room for new voices. My goal is to make sure that students feel represented and heard and supported in the decisions that shape their education. So I'm really excited to be here. Additionally, on campus, I stay active and I like to engage in conversation, whether that's in classrooms or we're walking. I like to really stay open so I can understand where the students' heads are at. I'm also a student, so navigating this system has kept me very aware of the real needs and where policy just simply doesn't meet student experience. So I'm excited for this opportunity. Thank you.
Now we'll go into general questions. Same time limit, 2 minutes for the general questions. For BHC, we'll kick it off with question number one. Daniela, we'll go back to you. So question number one for your general question is, what resources do you believe Sac State is currently lacking, or where do you think there should be expansion to better support students in completing their degrees? Again, your question is, what resources do you believe Sac State is currently lacking, or where do you think there should be expansion to better support students in completing their degrees? You have 2 minutes to answer that question.
Thank you so much for that question, Javier. For that question, I'm going to focus more on the second part in reference to the Black Honors College, where I think there needs to be expansion because we are so new and so fresh. I think we need to start partnering with things that are meant to create like Black excellence or create Black spaces on campus. Because what I've noticed is there's a lack of connection and community between things like the MLK Center and the Black Honors College or different campus orgs that are meant for Black honors students, such as the Collegiate 100, which historically was created to help uplift Black students and also help push them through their college experience so that way they get better connected and also to create visibility. And so things like BSU taking place with the Black Honors College and all these different things where there have resources present and we don't have those resources yet because we're too fresh and too new. And I think instead of trying to establish them on our own within the college, I think we should get connected with what we have currently on our campus to further build and strengthen the Black community on our campus as a whole and to help students better and easier get through their academic path. And also so that way there's a connection between things that are like administrative and that are created into the school and like orchestrated into the campus and things that are just created by the students. So now we have like, hey, this is the Black Honors College. We can go talk to the dean of the Black Honors College. She could help us. And it also gets students more involved as well. Thank you.
All right, Ema, you'll have the same question. I'll repeat it to you so you have a minute to hear what the question was. What resources do you believe Sac State is currently lacking, or where do you think there should be expansion to better support students in completing their degrees?
Thank you, Javier. So for the Black Honors College specifically, I think one of the elephants in the room is the space, literally, the room size. As of now, we're at 500 students, and coming in the new academic year, there's definitely going to be more. So I think or not, I think I know, and everybody can see that we do need more space. The lounge is not going to be enough. And coming from my perspective of, or my heart and my idea behind this running for community and unity, we most definitely need like bigger spaces for us to be in together. And also to the bigger spaces as well will encourage like community. Like if I know that there's like a bigger study lounge where a lot of people can fit in, I most definitely want to be there, like to be with other Black Honors College students. And of course, like being united and having that community, the amounts of things that could come out of that, like talk about sharing resources, talk about networking, talk about especially people who just start coming new into university, talk about making, having like a soft landing to connect with people and make new friends. That space is highly needed. And I do hope like if getting elected as director, that's with the direct communication that I have with the dean right now, that's definitely something that needs to be sorted out. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Taisha, for the College of Education, the question that will be your general question is question number 4. So what current issues do you believe are affecting students right now? How would you address those students' need? Again, what current issues do you believe are affecting students right now? How would you address those student needs? You're muted. You're muted. Your time will start the minute we hear you.
Thank you. That's a great question. All right. So there's a couple big issues. The first one I want to start with is I'm hearing from students that the cost and access and support around these college systems and finances is a really big issue for students. Students are struggling with the cost of education, limited access to classes and housing, lack of mentorship, and challenges navigating these processing disability accommodations, to be honest. So especially for neurodiverse students, I'm hearing. And so we need to really identify how we can support all students, not just one student that learns one type of way and has access to housing and accommodations. We really need to be seeing how we can serve our entire student body. And I would like to advocate for clearer communication of what will actually be required of students. So this is as far as everything from understanding full cost of tuition when they're applying, right? So that full cost can be disclosed in really clear language so that new students like freshmen who come in are really understanding of what they're committed to. And then also in regards to communication between students and faculty when they actually are in the classroom, making sure that that relationship is solid between teachers and students, and making sure that there is a solid standard for that communication timeline, because mentorship is so important. We know that when faculty are supported, they can support students. So working to support faculty as well, so that we can just have a combined success across the board. Really, I see our victory happening together. Thank you.
All right, we are nearing somewhat the end with our questions, so we'll go to our positional question. 2 minutes for that section as well. You all three will have the same positional question. Daniela, you will kick us off again. So the question is question number 3. What methods would you use to get input from the students in your college or group?
For me personally, something that I've noticed with the students in my college, and the different cohorts is we're more connected in either one, like the shared space when we have like things that we're required to be at, or two, on social media. So I think the best methods to like actually get in contact with those students is to put different polls in different places. Like say I needed to get a decision or feel for student body, hey, fill out this survey and put the QR code in library 11, also put the QR code in the academic office. So as people are coming in and out, they're seeing it. They're seeing it back and forth and just like, oh, like scan this, scan this, scan this. And I can even offer an incentive like, oh, you get a piece of candy. Like you can get a Kit Kat if you scan this QR code. And something else I noticed is online polling really works. Online polling will really, really work, especially if I'm using like the ASIBHC account. I'm like, hey, do this and this and this. And it's also another way to keep us connected because everyone follows the BHC account on Instagram because everyone has Instagram, everyone has their phone. And it's like I'm giving information there, but also making sure I'm giving oral information for those who aren't connected. And so that way we could all stay connected together because we're all getting the same information at the same time. We could all vote on the same things.
All right, Ema, you are next. Same question. What methods would you use to get input from the students in your college or group?
Okay, thank you, Habir. That's actually my very first strategy is getting students together because that's where the framework for whatever needs to be done is going to be gotten from. Um, I envision having a fixed schedule or regular meetings in the Black Honors College space where we could have live discussions. Like I've been saying, my theme is community. My theme is unity. Try to get all of us in the same space, rub skins together, be friends. I want to have fixed schedule meetings where we could have live discussions. Right now, with the Joint Council, we actually launched a feedback form where they get to fill out survey right now, and also drop in feedback in a box in the lounge. I want to take that up a notch by having like the actual live discussions in the same space, and while conversations are happening, like being able to collect those, because I mean things are going to be moving fast throughout the semester. So it's like if we do have an issue right now, let's talk about it, let's get in the same space, let's discuss it on the spot, and then have like a joint council members and students who want to volunteer to handle these meetings, to collect the feedback from those meetings, and then on the side of being the ASI director, take those feedbacks to the final destination officers who are responsible for implementing the ideas or whatever decisions come out from the meetings of the Black Honors College students. So kind of like an open forum meeting that happens regularly where we could have live discussions of people's concerns, feedback, needs as students, and things like that. Thank you.
Awesome. And last but not least, Taisha, same question for you. Question number 3. What methods would you use to get input from the students in your college or group?
Thank you. I'm a very much so boots on the ground type of girl. I love to be on campus. I love to be speaking up in class and addressing the class with questions along with the professor to really see where everybody's head is at. I'm in spaces having meetings with students regularly, and I like to stay connected that way. In addition to in-person conversations, I do I have in the past utilized anonymous surveys like Google feedback forms and doodle pools. Those are great. It allows people to participate and give their true thoughts. Padlet is also another thing that I've been utilizing lately. I use it in my group projects. It's a way for everybody to get involved, post their vision on there, and collaborate together. Continuous feedback, I do believe, is essential because this is a student servant role, right? So we're representing our student body. We have to find ways to get continuous feedback, whether that is anonymous feedback forms, whether that's in person. I like the idea of combining these strategies so that we can stay connected and really serve the student body. Thank you.
Awesome. So that concludes the positional and general questions that we have. Now, at this time, we open it up to the audience. There's 10 minutes allocated for that section with any questions that are asked from the audience with 1 minute to answer. So I'm not sure if anyone in the audience has any questions. Bill, do you have any questions? Dora, do you have any questions? Harvey, do you have any questions?
No questions for me.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, no questions for me.
Okay, perfect. All right, so with that, then we will go into 2 minutes for closing statements. And we'll just work backwards just to change things up. Taisha, we'll start with you.
Thank you. All right. So, in closing, I just want to reiterate that I think it's really important that we have multiple faces of diversity in leadership. When I was working in a preschool as an assistant preschool teacher, I was the only Black teacher. And I think in 2026, having a diverse teaching staff shouldn't be too much to ask for. I would love to see children engaging with diverse staff and having experiences that can be supported by those staff who have been through different experiences that maybe can bring more input and cultural significance here. But I don't believe that this is a task that can be achieved by one group. I think that collaboration has to happen across the board. I believe that there's intersectionality in all of the issues that we're touching on. And I do believe that in student leadership roles, we need to be able to make those connections across the board, whether that's with another college, whether that's with faculty, whether that's with admin. We need to be doing whatever it takes to support our student body. I'm really excited for this opportunity, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much. Ema, over to you, 2 minutes for your closing statement, and then we'll wrap up the forum with Daniela's closing statement.
Okay, thank you. This meeting has been wonderful so far, and I'm really looking forward to the upcoming academic year. I believe that with community, there's so much that can be done. There's limitless possibilities, and as it would be in my campaign or my code or whatever, there's an African proverb that goes, or that said fondly in Africa, like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's what I'm about. I don't see any kinds of achievements happening without community. And at the end of the day, students are the priority. They're the leaders. They're why there's ASI in the first place. There's why all of this is happening in the first place. My heart is to just bring out those ideas from students. Like when I walk around the Black Honors College, I see minds. I see minds that have different things going on in those minds. I want to be able to bring that unity together, bring out the various voices that are just sitting in people's minds, and take it to the next level, basically, something that I do not think can be done alone. And yeah, that's just my heart for it. And I guess I wish everybody the best. And thank you once again for this opportunity to have this discussion.
Awesome, Daniela. Bring us home. Close it off with your closing statement, 2 minutes.
Thank you. My theme for this election season was Sesame Street because Sesame Street focuses on uplifting and highlighting diverse voices and diverse spaces and putting us a community together. Sesame Street reminds us that learning begins with belonging, and that's exactly why the Black Honors College was created, to give us a community and a sense of belonging as we learn and to help push us through college and support and provide that support. The Black Honors College provides excellence, it provides support, and it provides visibility. And I just want to highlight that and help us bring everything together because we have the correct idea and the correct mission. We just need a little bit of getting together. And that's what my mission is, and that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that by the end of the next academic year, if I'm elected, that everything in the Black Honors College not only has a positive reputation and a changed narrative, but people are inspired and longing to join. So that students that are not even in the college want to get into college. They want to get their grades up. They want to graduate. They want to be in this space with other people who look like them, with diverse voices and community from different parts of the world or different parts of the US or two different parts of California, just being together and growing in excellence and growing with visibility and transparency and support on all sides. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. So we are done with our candidate forums. You all were the first one, so thank you for being here bright and early at 9 a.m. These recordings will be available online. Give us a couple of days to get them processed. We only have a couple of IT members available at all times. We have a lot more forums for the rest of the day. You're welcome to join, see what your peers are running on, what their platforms are. Our next one is at 10. But if you have any questions, you all know where to find me, you know where to find Dua. And I truly wish you all the bestest of luck for campaigning. And good luck to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope y'all have a great day and great forums. I wish you perfect technology all day.
Thank you. Appreciate
Bye,
it.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good day,
Bye.
guys.